Thoughts on the last 48 hours? Pretty good? I would tend to agree, but I'm far from being impartial about that. Um, I was saying to the staff last night, I think yesterday was probably the best first day we've had since the summit in 2019. I hope that's the trend line because I was really proud of what we did last year. So the thing that scares me about that is how do we top this year, next year? And just to reflect, other feedback I heard was, holy smokes, on the evolution over the last 10 years. So there was a lot of reaction to these two slides. So I wanted to share them one more time to show you where we're going from a momentum standpoint. And of course, since I was the one responsible for the F word theme that just got totally took over everybody, I did not intend that. But I'm going to have to end on two more F words. And my first would be, you don't do this without some degree of being fearless, right? Fearless, or let's just say it on the other side of it, having the confidence to do this, to dare trying this, is not just a singular thing. It's accomplished when you're empowered by people that share in that encourage that courage. That encouragement is what makes you fearless. And so thank you to everybody that's helping us do that. These sponsors, you give us that courage to do this kind of work. Thank you to my board. You are really a secret, well, not so secret, I'm outing you for it. You are a big part of the success because you de-risk the team. You give us an advantage that many other organizations do not have to try. My job has never been threatened if one of my harebrained ideas, didn't pay off. Now, I also disclaimer the heck out of it every time I pitch something, but imagine what it would take to say, oh, we want to have the ambition to put 100,000 people through a mindset program that may never manifest in our deal flow, by the way. Because we think, as I said yesterday, an entrepreneurial mindset is not a business skill, it's a life skill. It's a way to manage your life in very uncertain times that are accelerating at the pace of artificial intelligence. And so a board that enables that kind of thinking, that backs an incredible team. By the way, when we're done, I'm going to ask my team and my board to come up and do a photo. I can't say enough about this team. I hope that was clear to every member that was up here. We don't work at NC Idea because it's a job. We work at NC Idea because it's our calling. I get asked, what motivates me? What keeps me up? Well, and I think it has a lot to do, shortly after I started at NC Idea, I had a milestone birthday, 50. As a matter of fact, Andrea, we were sharing an office back then at the American Underground, and I came into the office that day on June 19th, 2016, and there was a skeleton sitting at my desk, wearing a top hat, if memory serves. So next year, when I hit my 10-year anniversary, I'll have my second milestone birthday, but I'm not acknowledging it. I turned 59 this year. That's the last birthday I'm going to celebrate. But as I'm aging, one of the things is, purpose and why we do what we do is a big part of what drives me and gets me out in the morning. And I fell in love with this Persian expression many, many years ago. And I think this is what we're doing. The people in this room, we're planting trees for the next generation. That's what drives me. It's also for those of you who are sneaking a peek at my tat. That's what it says. So I can't do it without you. And that brings me to my last tortured F word, family. as every funded company knows and our ecosystem partners know, part of our standard acknowledgement of their funding activity is that we always say, now you're part of the family. And I love the fact that we're growing our family. And you are all part of that growth. And I can't thank you enough for that. I don't know what the next decade will hold, but if we get enough people united in purpose, in particular those that come from organizations with the resources to expand our capacity, I promise you we'll be good stewards of it. We know how to put money on the street. We know how to effectively deploy capital. And hopefully we'll see this continue to expand, because I'm here to tell you a secret. As impressive as that slide was before with how much money we deployed, how many grants, we could 3x it tomorrow if we had the resources. So with that, I think I am bringing the 2025, Sarah's mercifully nodding her head. I think it is a wrap. I thank you one and all. Please be safe getting home, and more broadly, safe in these interesting times. And I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season and be ready in the spring to rinse and repeat. We're going to do it all again.